In order to create a vector cut path, a vector file is going to be the easiest way to do it. It can be done with a raster image. It's a little more difficult to do it from a raster image, so vector is best, but it can be done fairly easily. We're going to start with a vector file here. In order to create a vector file, a lot of times you're going to get it from your designer. It might be grouped, it might be ungrouped. We have it ungrouped here. The first thing that I like to do is I like to group everything together just to keep your layers nice and neat and clean. You don't have a million things to look at. We're going to select everything, select the group, Control-C to copy the group, and then you can use Control-Shift-V, which will paste in place and put the copy right on top of the original. Under the Window menu, we will go down and we'll make sure that the Pathfinder window is open. The Stroke window is also very useful, as well as the Color window. So the first thing I'm going to do is under Pathfinder, I'm going to take this little hamburger menu and I'm going to make the compound shape. This expand button will light up. You can hit expand and it makes it one solid shape in one color. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Shift X and switch it from a fill to a stroke. And then under the color panel, we can change it to a white fill, which will just set all of your CMYK to 0% so that we're starting fresh. Makes it a little easier to change the color correctly. And then you can use cyan or magenta, whichever one stands out from the artwork. I suggest using a color that does not exist in the artwork, just so that it's easier to tell this is definitely the cut path. So I'm going to increase my magenta to 100%, check my stroke panel, make sure that the weight of the stroke is 1 point, and there we have a cut path. This is great for if you want the background color to bleed. If I hold Alt and zoom in, I use my scroll wheel to zoom up to go in, down to go out. I can see it is sitting right on the side of the black there. Now what if we want it to have a white border? Well, that's just as easy. We can go under Object, Path, Offset Path. It might be in pixels, points, depends on what your units are set at. You don't need to change anything. Our minimum is going to be 0.0625 or 1/16 of an inch. So I'm going to type 0.0625 with an inches mark, which is the quotations, in case you did not know. And that will be our minimum. You hit OK, and that will offset your path by that amount. And then we just select the inner one, the original one, and delete it so there's not two cut paths, we just have the one. So after we've created our path and we've decided whether or not we want a border, the one final step is under your layers panel to click this little plus button. It'll create a layer named layer 2. You can just click on this path to highlight it in your layers and drag it right up into layer 2. It'll highlight the layer it's going onto. Let go to drop it in there. Double click on the layer. It will either highlight the name or it will bring up a layer options. So you'll just want to name it through cut for die cut, THRU-CUT, or if it's a Kiss Cut product, Kiss Cut's decal, Kiss Cut into multiple shapes, go ahead and just name it Kiss-Cut, KISS-CUT. Make sure that the print is checked or it will not export with your file. Click OK, and we're good to go. You can export and upload to our website.